Open a Book, Open the World, the Library of Congress National Book Festival starts on September 17th. You can create your own National Book Festival experience with the Library of Congress by engaging in author conversations online, watching the PBS Book Special, listening to an NPR podcast series, or attending a ticketed event at the library. Find out more at loc.gov. Open a Book, Open the World, the Library of Congress National Book Festival starts on September 17th. You can create your own National Book Festival experience with the Library of Congress by engaging in author conversations online, watching the PBS Book Special, listening to an NPR podcast series, or attending a ticketed event at the library. Find out more at loc.gov. Open a Book, Open the World, the Library of Congress National Book Festival starts on September 17th. You can create your own National Book Festival experience with the Library of Congress by engaging in author conversations online, watching the PBS Book Special, listening to an NPR podcast series, or attending a ticketed event at the library. Find out more at loc.gov. Open a Book, Open the World, the Library of Congress National Book Festival starts on September 17th. You can create your own National Book Festival experience with the Library of Congress by engaging in author conversations online, watching the PBS Book Special, listening to an NPR podcast series, or attending a ticketed event at the library. Find out more at loc.gov.
Life gets a lot more magical when you dream. So let's dream of a vacation unlike any other. A magical Disney cruise.
Hiya, pal!
Where new stories meet tales as old as time.
Enchanté, mon ami!
And your family will be cared for the moment you step aboard. Sail from Florida to Disney's private island paradise and get ready for a dream come true with Disney Cruise Line.
On this Marvel trend here, let's continue on the Russos. So now, because of the whole Black Widow scenario, as far as I know, I think they're a little skeptical of coming back and doing another Marvel project. I think that, again, that stems from the whole Black Widow debacle. So I'm curious, do you want them to come back and direct another Marvel film?
I think it's a pretty hard, clear yes. Would I say no to another Russo thing? They gave me like Endgame, Infinity War. They gave us that, so I could never say no to them in the future. I feel like another question, if you were to ask me, like, do I have to have them again? I don't think so. I think if we never see them again and we just allow them to have their last thing being Endgame, I am 100% okay with that, and I think they're okay with that, like to have that just on your resume, like, something like Endgame, and then like let's say we have the new Avengers movie came out, directed by the Russos, and everybody fucking hates it for whatever reason. I don't think that would be the case at all, but there would always be those comments of people like, oh, they should have ended after Endgame, like why'd they come back for this, So do I want them back? Yeah, because I would totally eat that movie up and it would probably be amazing. I don't need them back because I think, especially with where we're going in the MCU, I think a lot of it is like starting on a new chapter, a new thing. If you've seen Shang-Chi, like right then and there, that is a lot of new stuff. That's so new from what we've seen already. And I can't really think of like a director or directors who I would like replace them with, because I don't think that's really possible, especially when you're comparing like creative people in that sense, because everyone has their own way of doing things like that. But I don't know. What about you?
Well, I totally agree in the sense where, and I apply this to real life, where I do something funny or something unfolds, and I think, okay, don't go one more, Taylor, because you'll ruin it. Again, in our meme chat, I don't give a shit. I just go for it. So, but in real life, I think it's a very real thing. And when it comes to directing films, it is such a common thing where they do one, it's great. They do another, it's great. And I'm going to defer the Star Wars debacle of George Lucas landed that trilogy, and then he put out the prequels, Phantom Menace, and it was just like, oh, he
you
should
love those
stop.
movies.
Oh, I do. They've aged so well. Like,
that's true. I would agree with you.
But yeah, that's just it. It happens to directors, so I don't doubt that it could happen to the Russo brothers. Now, okay, the other part of this question would be, who would you have in their stead to direct the next big like crossover event or Avengers movie? And like, if I know.
Exactly. Yeah. Like it's kind of what I was mentioning when I was going. Like, it's just, I'm not very well versed in like directors. Like I know the ones that I like because, especially when we like cover their movies and stuff, we talk about like them a lot. But like, especially if I'm like trying to predict like a young up and coming director that's just got like the talent for it. Throughout the funny line of M. Night Shyamalan, it's like the next Spielberg, you know, like I don't have an eye for that. And especially when I'm thinking of like a director, I feel like it's so tricky to make a claim like that, because if you're comparing like a sports athlete, like you can kind of see like how they play. Maybe they got like just a natural talent for it and potential. And again, maybe I'm wrong here. Maybe there's a lot of like film experts that are like, oh, you can just tell by the way that this guy has this and the way he's, I don't know, directing this, blah, blah, blah. He's got a talent for it and it's only going to get better. But I feel like with filmmaking, it's so like case by case basis. Like you're really, I don't know, maybe it's a bold claim, but like you're only as good as your last movie. And so I don't know. I don't know how I would be able to predict that. So maybe we're just not well versed in this category. I was gonna say not well educated enough for this, but we're educated people. We're not. This isn't our wheelhouse.
No, I mean, when it comes to directors, I'm not the greatest source of information to defer to. All different directors you can have. Like, again, but if you look at the directors of the Avengers movie, you have Joss Whedon and the Russo brothers, and Joss Whedon's not clearly ever coming back. Like, not a chance. So, I mean. If you're pulling from the Disney hat, I mean, what other directors could you go with? You could go with J.J. Abrams, which would be, I don't know if he would do it. These are some bold names I'm throwing out here. Yeah. Ryan Johnson, I think he would have most of the fan base keel over and die. But
could you imagine the next Avengers movie? So like the next Avengers following Endgame, it's like comes out Ryan Johnson's directing, and like I like Ryan Johnson. I love Knives Out. It's such a fun movie. I am one of those people that actually defends Last Jedi to an extent. But just the fact that like Twitter would just burn if they saw that, you know, like especially when I think of like some of those hardcore angry people on Twitter that just like shout out to the world on certain opinions that they have on directors and stuff like that. Good shouts out though.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Anyone else you can think of that you throw out there?
I mean,
it's just so out of my wheelhouse to like be able to pull out a director for this, so I can't contribute at all. Maybe Travis can edit his take in here.
Oh, he definitely has his like probably top 3 he would go to. I mean,
probably.
I just don't know many directors' names, and you can call me uncultured. I mean, oh, you guys doing a Geekverse podcast, you don't even know directors' names. I'm sorry. And Travis has given me heck for this before. I don't really like live and abide by. I don't want to say abide by that. Sounds weird, but I don't really live my life like diving into the deets of celebrities too much. Like they're living their life, I'm living mine, and they pop into a movie, they direct a movie. Hell yeah, I like it. But exactly. I'm not gonna read into like, do they have a pool in their backyard and stuff like that. Like it's not for me. I don't know if it's really relevant to this conversation, but yeah.
It is now. Yeah.
Do you have like one name off the top of your head you would go with?
Oh no. See, like it's so hard for me to even just like pinpoint a name. I feel like if I'm being like the meme pick would probably be like something like Snyder, just to get some like again, yes. That's like the meme pick, just to get some Snyder boys upvoting our videos.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know. Yeah.
What about Christopher Nolan? What about him?
Christopher Nolan, I don't think first of all, I don't think he would ever do it. And second of all, I don't think I would really, I can't picture him doing like a superhero ensemble movie. I could, we've seen him do the Batmans, and I can see him more doing like a more grounded superhero type character. I mean, of course I can see that. I saw them. I saw his movies that he did, but you know what I mean? Like, I just can't really picture him doing something like a character ensemble movie, really. Yeah, no, I'm really bad with directors. So leave it at that.
Fair enough. All right.
Care has the power to bring kindness where it's needed. It brings out the best in every one of us. It doesn't just see people. It takes time to understand them. It puts the needs of others ahead of its own. And when you start with care, you end up with a very different kind of bank. Truist. Truist Bank, member FDIC.
Open a book, open the world. The Library of Congress National Book Festival starts on September 17th. You can create your own National Book Festival experience with the Library of Congress by engaging in author conversations online, watching the PBS Book Special, listening to an NPR podcast series, or attending a ticketed event at the library. Find out more at loc.gov.
Win your share of $1 million with the BetRivers Beat the Spread Challenge. When you bet on pro football games at BetRivers this season, you can win weekly and season-long prizes. Every time you beat the spread, you'll earn points and move your way up the leaderboard toward the top prizes. See official rules for details. Download the BetRivers app or go to betrivers.com and start winning. Presented by Rivers Casino Portsmouth. Must be 21. Playable in Virginia only. Gambling problem? Call 1-888-532-3500.
Open a book, open the world. The Library of Congress National Book Festival starts on September 17th. You can create your own National Book Festival experience with the Library of Congress by engaging in author conversations online, watching the PBS Book Special, listening to an NPR podcast series, or attending a ticketed event at the library. Find out more at loc.gov.
Life gets a lot more magical when you dream. So let's dream of a vacation unlike any other. A magical Disney cruise.
Hiya, pal.
Where new stories meet tales as old as time.
Enchanté, mon ami.
And your family will be cared for the moment you step aboard. Sail from Florida to Disney's private island paradise and get ready for a dream come true with Disney Cruise Line.